What's up, guys? Trainer Mike here at the bodybuilding.com corporate headquarters, hitting you with a Flex Friday on a Tuesday of all days. But guys, I'm out of town this Friday, and we did not want to rid you of the opportunity to watch my goofy butt in here hitting up a workout. So here we are, Tuesday, going live with you for that workout and Q&A, and today we're doing chest and back. So I took you guys through my entire split. Now we're just having some fun with things. Last week we did delts and arms. Hopefully you guys tried that workout. Awesome, crazy good pump. And now we're doing chest and back. Chest and back is really good. A couple of muscle groups to pair together. The antagonist muscle groups work really well to hit in a workout together because it allows you to do supersets if you want. It works very well for. We're not going to do supersets today, but we're going to do a chest exercise, back exercise, chest exercise, back exercise. We're going to alternate the two of them. So pre-workout's in, got a couple meals in us, hydrated and ready to rock. So we're starting today with a flat dumbbell chest press, and we're gonna go 4 sets of 10 here. Now keep in mind, I'm preparing for a shoot this Friday. I'm gonna be out of town for a shoot. So carbs are low, I'm feeling depleted. This is a great workout to do to get some blood flowing to some major muscle groups. We're not gonna go crazy heavy or crazy intense today. Very similar to a workout I might do if I was leading up to a competition. I mean, this is the real thing, guys. I'm getting ready for a photo shoot. This is what I do 3 days out from a photo shoot. I'm really trying to hit those major muscle groups, not going too crazy with the intensity, with the weight, but we're trying to stimulate those muscle groups, keep calories burning, keep blood flow active. So 4 sets of 10, here we go. So I'm leaving about 4 to 5 reps in reserve here. What that means is I could probably do 4 to 5 more reps if I were to push out to failure, but that's not the goal today. Got to be careful. We're a little low on food. Don't want to push myself to failure.
What whey protein do you use?
The whey protein I use Dymatize ISO 100 is my go-to. Peanut butter, if you want to get specific, is my ideal flavor. I don't train chest and back together a lot, but depending on my split, I'll do it occasionally. Really good if you only have maybe 3-4 days a week to spend in the gym. Very, very efficient with your time with a workout like this. So to warm up, I did some pass-throughs. So PVC pipe pass-throughs are kind of the best to warm up chest, shoulders, a little bit of band work. I actually had just this band here. I like doing, so whether it's pass-throughs here, some band pulls as well to help activate the rear delt. Really good before an upper body workout. All right, guys, set 2, 10 reps, let's go. Digging deep. Boop, boop. Starting off with our more compound movements, our presses and our rows, and then we'll move towards our isolation movements like flies and things as we get later on in the workout.
Should I be training to failure?
Should you train to failure? Not every single set, okay? Training to failure can be good, and it has its place, especially at the end of a workout. But at the beginning of a workout, if you train to failure, you'll exhaust your muscle groups too much, and it will limit the amount of overall volume you can get in during your workout.
Abby on Facebook says, you are looking great as usual. Do you ever do isometric movements for your chest?
Abby on Facebook, thank you, appreciate the compliment. Do I ever do isometric movements or exercises for my chest? Not much. I mean, I'll throw in like an isometric hold for my chest. Maybe, you know, at the end of a workout, really try and squeeze in some extra blood flow, but not specifically. I wouldn't say I have isometric exercises that I do.
Will adding cable flies to a push-pull routine or push-pull day be good for extra chest development?
Could you add cable flies to a push-pull day for extra chest development? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, we'll do some today. All right, guys. Third set, 100 pounds, 10 reps. Let's go. You could do bench press here, would be another acceptable alternative to this exercise. We're just looking to start our workout with some kind of compound press. The cut's going all right. So it was a week ago, I found out I had a photo shoot coming up this Friday. So stay ready, stay ready, stay ready, right? And I'm in pretty good shape, but I'm trying to get leaner. So hardcore cut for about 7 days, going down, leaning out. Okay, you guys can check out my Instagram at TrainerMike1. Check out my stories. I've got a shirtless pic from this morning. You guys tell me what you think. How do you determine how much weight to increase per set? Kind of depends on what your goal is, right? But if you feel like you have more than 2 reps in reserve, meaning you could have done more than 2 more reps, I'd increase your weight. And not by much, okay? But I would never train unless you're like I am right now, almost in like a peak week, any less intense than 2 reps in reserve.
Happy 7th year anniversary to Axiom. Said you're looking sharp with the tie.
Happy 7th year anniversary to Axiom. Somebody checked out my Instagram. They must have. Yes, my main place of work, Axiom Fitness. We're celebrating 7-year anniversary today. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Yeah, I rolled in today in a shirt and tie. Thought about working out in it, but I could barely even get the tie on. The shirt was so tight, so went with the tank instead. 4th set, let's roll. There we go, rocking out the chest press, and now we're gonna go on to some rows. So I really like to make sure that my exercises are as much as possible completely opposing. And what I mean by that is if I do a flat chest press, targeting mainly the middle of my chest, now I wanna work to a row that's gonna target specifically the inside of my back. So the only thing that kind of sucks on chest and back days, I like to switch between wrist straps and wrist grips. So we'll do that now.
Do you ever use intra-workout drinks, and does that change whether you're bulking?
Do I ever use intra-workout drinks? I always use an amino acid during my workouts, but I never do like intra-workout carbs or anything. It doesn't change whether I'm bulking or cutting. It always stays the same amino acids. I like to eat my food way too much than to waste it on intra-workout drinks.
What are your thoughts on full body training for beginners?
Full body training for beginners is fantastic. If you're a beginner, I would recommend full body training. Okay, so incline row here. We're gonna go 4 sets of 10. We'll start with 60 pounds. Really trying to squeeze in the middle of the back detail here. So let's go. We're gonna go up just a little bit, as a little lighter than what I would have liked. Again, we're not trying to train to failure here, but very, very important on this exercise, you make that mid-back contraction a priority. We're really trying to target in between the shoulder blades here, so we want to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulder blades with every rep. What am I dressing up as for Halloween? I don't know, guys, and it's kind of driving me crazy because I thought that I would have something by now, and I don't. But more importantly, the kids all have costumes, so I'll figure something out. Everybody has like a couple go-tos, you know? So I've got a couple of the go-tos. The Spider-Man costume with the spandex tights, always a hit with the kids. Okay, guys, set 2, here we go. Gonna knock out these incline rows. Going up a little bit in weight. Woo! There we go, taking about a minute rest in between sets. Very, very easy workout to follow. 4 sets of 10 on everything, about 60 seconds rest in between each set. Tips for not going overboard on candy. Yeah, keep it out of your mouth, okay? So practice a little self-discipline and limit yourselves, for crying out loud, on the candy, and ask yourself, do you really want it? Let's be honest. 95% of the candy they hand out for Halloween is garbage anyways. It's like yellow Starburst type stuff. So Laffy Taffy, yellow Starburst. Save the Reese's, eat those.
When do you do your cardio?
I do my cardio, so like if I'm cutting, I'll do 20 minutes first thing in the morning while I'm sipping on aminos, and then 20 minutes after a workout as well. Okay, here we go. Next set, third set, 10 reps. Squeezing in the detail in the middle back. Woo! 60 seconds rest and one more set.
How many times a week do you train each muscle group? And can you possibly get overtrained?
I train each muscle group 2 times per week. I'd recommend you do the same if you're looking to build up any muscle group. Is it possible to overtrain? Guys, it's really hard to overtrain. Where people go wrong is they undereat, undersleep, and undersupplement. As long as those 3 things are dialed in, it's really hard to overtrain.
Do you like pre-workouts?
I don't like pre-workouts. I love pre-workouts. Gotta have them. Gotta have a pre-workout. It's part of my ritual getting ready for the gym, you know? All right, guys, last set, 10 reps, chest supported row. Woo! We're gonna rack these guys up and then get on with our next chest exercise. So again, we're alternating chest exercise, back exercise, chest exercise, back exercise. And this is a great way to let one muscle group get a little bit of recovery before we start to smash the next muscle group. Shout out for the wrist wraps. Thank you. Yes. Always wear wrist wraps when I press. And then I use the grips when I'm pulling. I use Unbound gear. Love them. All right, guys, heading over here next. We are going on to incline Smith machine press. So for this exercise, I don't use the Smith machine for a lot of stuff. Definitely no squatting in the Smith machine. But for chest press, I actually really like using the Smith machine. I think it's a great movement to target a specific area of the chest. Because we did flat dumbbell press, now our focus is going to be on the incline press, which is going to help us target more of the upper portion of the chest. So the pass-through warm-up, somebody wants an explanation on that. You take a PVC pipe, and I'll show you real quick here. So for this guy, what we're really trying to do, you don't want to do static stretching before your workout, where you stretch and hold for 30 to 60 seconds. That should be done after a workout. So we do more dynamic stretching. Arms stay straight, and you're going to pass through and then back over. Do about 10 of those. Really great to actively and dynamically warm up the chest without suffering your performance like you would on static stretching. So again, not trying to go too heavy today. So I'm going to throw a 45 and a 10 on each side and really focus on some solid form here. So we'll go 45 and 10. Really try and drop the bar to your upper chest on this exercise so we can target that upper chest. 10 quality reps. Definitely a little too light. We'll go up next set. But that's okay. I'd rather have you go a little lighter, focus on the kind of form that you should be using for the exercise, and then choose to add a little weight later.
What tips do you have to keep shoulders healthy?
Keep shoulders healthy. Get those warm-ups in, like the one I just showed you guys with the pass-through. That's important. So spend your time before a workout warming up your shoulders. The other thing I would say is don't neglect your rear delt. A lot of rotator cuff injuries come because people neglect their rear delt and they're not putting enough focus on that part of the shoulder.
On a push-pull day, how many exercises should be done?
Yeah, push-pull day, how many exercises? 3 to 4 per muscle group would be ideal. So for chest, we're at least trying to hit a flat, an incline, and a fly. And then for back, you obviously want to hit your main pull through, your main pull down, and then some kind of isolation movement to carve in the back as well. Set 2, 10 reps here. So a real good opportunity to get that big stretch in and work on a solid contraction there as well.
How much creatine should I take?
Creatine, I like creatine monohydrate, and I'd recommend, if you're under 150 pounds, probably 5 grams a day. If you're 150 to 250, maybe 7 grams a day. If you're above 250, you might get as high as 10 grams per day.
Can I do CrossFit training and conventional lifting?
Can you do CrossFit training and conventional lifting? Absolutely. You can include both. You just have to be smart about your recovery and how you structure your workout so you don't get hurt. Guys, a lot of, pushing yourself is about recovering properly, whether it's food or sleep or supplements or, foam rolling, stretching, stuff like that.
What do you normally do for your cardio?
For my cardio, I have a treadmill and a stationary bike at home. I like doing one of those two. In the gym, I typically like going with the stair climber. Okay guys, third set, 10 reps, incline Smith press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, Little rest, one more set.
Another creatine question. When should I take it? Before or after the workout?
So when should you take your creatine, before or after your workout? Guys, it does not matter. Creatine is one of those things that builds up in your blood over time. It's not like caffeine where you have to take it at a certain time. Take it when you can remember to take it. So I recommend throwing it in with your pre-workout or throwing it in with your post-workout shake like I do. Why I'm using the Smith machine? I like after I do my free weight press, I like the Smith machine because it allows me to really target the specific area of my chest that I want to hit, and I don't have to worry about it going back and forth. Okay, final set here, 10 reps. Woo! There we have it, guys. Now the nice thing is, for our next exercise, we have rack chins. And rack chins are an awesome lat exercise that we're gonna hit here using the Smith machine. So I'll switch back up into my grips and we'll alternate this up. Really good, almost like assisted pull-up type movement here that works very, very well for targeting those lats. My thoughts on barbell presses versus dumbbell presses, both are good. They both serve their purpose. And I recommend doing a variety of both of them. Obviously, dumbbells allow you to target the muscle group each side a little better and consistently than if you were to do it with barbell. So here, we're gonna lower this bench down to a slight incline. So it's a pull-up, but we're gonna have our feet elevated, but we're gonna try and keep our butt back so we can focus on a vertical pull here. Eight, 9, 10 reps there. It looks easy, but it's a very, very good exercise for targeting your lats with detail. So can you build muscle with high reps, low weight? A little bit, but ultimately, your biggest indicator of growth is going to be your overall volume, reps times sets times weight. So if you don't have enough weight in there, it's going to be very hard to get enough volume in. My thoughts on training calves every day? If you've got small calves and you want them to grow, I think it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Me personally, I hit them twice a week, but some people need that constant volume on calves. So alternatives to this movement or pull-ups in general, you could always do like a lat pull down. That would make sense, that would be appropriate as well. But if you guys can, try this movement. If you've never tried it before, it's a great option for you. If you want to make it harder, you just put a little bit of weight in your lap and you can make it much harder. Eight, 9. So a big stretch every time at the bottom of the movement. Feel those lats really stretch out and you'll get a lot better contraction at the top. So people like this variation, any other variations that are similar? You could obviously do an inverse row where I would push my hips up and hit the middle of the back instead of the lats. On this particular one, we're trying to target the lats so we keep our hips back so we make it more of an up and down pull.
If you could give any piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
Any piece of advice to my younger self, what would it be? Consistency. It's just about being consistent. Whether it's with your diet or whether it's with your training, you know, one good day on a diet, one good day of training doesn't mean jack. It's over and over and over again, consistency and patience. Okay guys, here we go. Third set, rack chins. 4, 5, 8, 9. Woo! Very good stuff right there. 3 sets in, lats are on fire. We'll do one more set here, and then we'll move on to our next pushing exercise. What do I have in my shaker right now? I've got cola, lime twist, Dymatize all 9 aminos. Great flavor for you guys who like that cola taste. Very, very good. Any advantage to using a suicide press? Well, bench press. So suicide press would be where you don't hook your thumb under the bar. So conventional would be hooking your thumb under the bar. Suicide grip would be bringing your thumb out on the other side. No benefit in my opinion, and a lot of risk associated with it. I know some advanced lifters go with the suicide grip. I still don't, because it just seems like a bad idea to hold a bunch of weight over my chest without my thumb locked in. Okay guys, 4th and final set on the rack chins. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Woo! There it is, guys. Rack chins. Try that exercise. If you haven't before, I think you'll actually really like it. It's a really, really good movement. So next up, we want to focus on a close grip press. And there's a number of different ways we could do this. We could do dumbbells here. We could do barbell. Since we're over here on the Smith machine, we're just going to stay here and use our close grip press here. Smith machine actually works really well for our close grip press. And we can either go overhand or underhand for this movement too. Either one will work. Just for fun today, we're gonna go underhand close grip press on the Smith machine. And underhand, typically people think of targeting a little more of the triceps. Undoubtedly we're hitting triceps, but we're also getting a lot of chest activation here.
Mike, have you ever done tricep heavy triples for compound, whether they be deadlift, squats, bench?
So high set heavy triples for compound movements. Yeah, like 10 sets of 3 on squat or something. Absolutely. It's a great, I think it's a great plan. Just takes a lot of time to do that. And I usually don't have a ton of time when I train, so I can't say that I do that often. All right, we're gonna drop this guy down here. We're gonna go close grip, reverse grip, press here to target our chest a little differently. So we're gonna scoot down. We wanna come pretty close here, but any close grip press, we don't need to go any closer than our shoulders. There's no benefit to going all the way in. Woo! So the reverse grip, I don't throw it often, but it is a great variation of that close grip press. Like I said, yes, we're working triceps, but you get a lot of inner chest activation here as well.
Any tips for getting abs?
Any tips for getting abs? Mostly just eat less, okay? Body fat covers up abs. And how do you get rid of body fat? You consume fewer calories, you burn more calories, create a deficit, and you lose body fat. Do I ever incorporate my family into fitness? Absolutely. Every day, every week, we go on a hike every Saturday as a family. We're always finding something active to do as a family. I can't sit down for too long, so we're always doing something. Yeah, you can do a regular bench press here, just simply out of convenience today. We stayed on the Smith machine for this. Okay, here we go. And if you're doing it by yourself, I'd recommend Smith machine as well. Okay, here we go. Now, it's all about where your elbows go here. Again, it's not where your hands go. Having your hands all the way together serves no purpose at all. But it's where your elbows are. As long as your elbows are tucked in, you're going to get the benefit of the close grip press.
How do wrist wraps help on pressing?
So wrist wraps help a lot on pressing movements. So what it does, guys, is it allows you to brace that wrist a little better, so it prevents it from flexing back further than it should. So it provides a sturdy support there for it. And I always use wrist wraps on my pressing movements. It's a comfort thing for me. And definitely on my heavy presses, it helps me move more weight. More weight equals more gains.
What's your daily caloric intake?
My daily caloric intake changes. I calorie cycle and carb cycle year round. Typically on lower days, it's like 2,500 calories a day. Higher days are like 3,000. Then my refeed day is usually about 7,000 to 8,000 calories. Okay, third set. Close grip, reverse grip. Eight, 9, 10. Woo! 3 sets in, 1 more to go. Chest is starting to feel full, even despite being really low on calories. Keep your water in is a big thing when calories are low. When I train abs, what do I usually do? I like hanging leg raises, ab wheel rollout, and reverse crunches are my top 3. I also do a lot of vacuum training in the morning, following my morning cardio to try and keep my core tight. Do I recommend wrist wraps for back day? I recommend like grips, straps, or like the grips that I have for back day. Wrist wraps aren't really going to serve much of a purpose on back day. Okay guys, final set here for the close grip, reverse grip, chest press. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Whew. There we go. It's a grinder. We're starting to really feel it through the chest, through the back. It's good just overall upper body pump as well.
When are we going to see a live with you and Chris Gethin?
When are we going to see a live with me and Chris Gethin? We'll make it happen. I think we can make that happen. Chris is a friend of mine, and we've trained together a few times, just never live. So I think we can make, if you guys want it, ask for it. I think we can make it happen. So we're going to move on next to a seated row. Again, trying to hit all angles, all different areas of the back and chest for this workout. So we'll pop over. We'll do a cable row for this guy, which will allow us to work a little differently than how we've been working. Stepping over here now. 4 sets of 10 on everything today, guys. This exercise is no different. So a number of different variations that you can use here, from what kind of handles you use for this movement. We're just gonna go with a basic close grip today. Works out very well for any kind of seated rows. We're gonna try and pull through our lower chest to abdomen area to really target the mid back and even a little bit of lats here when we do this right. Really focusing on squeezing those shoulder blades together with every rep. Let them split apart in between. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one of those exercises that I've over time really lightened up how much weight I use on here. I think people get way too carried away on the seated row. Typically do a lot more weight than they should, end up working a lot more of their lower back than their rhomboids and lats like they want to on a seated row. What 3 supplements would I recommend for a beginner? Definitely a good whey protein powder, definitely a fish oil, and I would say either a branched chain or essential amino acid as well. It's a good question too. What piece of advice would I give an up-and-coming personal trainer? Study sales, okay? If you can't sell yourself as a valuable resource for people to use, that they should spend their own income on, it's gonna be really hard to be successful regardless of how much you know. So learn the exercise science part of it and then learn how to sell that to people. All right, here we go. Second set, 10 reps, targeting that mid back and lats here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 9. Now every back day I try and do a chest supported row like we did with the dumbbells and then a non-chest supported row like we're doing here. They both allow you to target different areas of the back. So when you're looking for that well-rounded back development, I recommend doing one of each. Do I ever incorporate resistance bands? Not too much. Occasionally, like, you know, hotel workouts, things like that, I'll use them. But other than that, I just simply get a little too impatient to throw them in with my workout. Okay guys, third set, 10 reps, let's roll. 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 9. Whew. Back's definitely feeling it. We'll finish off with one more exercise for each after we get done with this one. Crunchy or creamy is back. Guys, you know what team I'm on. Come on. We're team crunchy 100%. And you know, if you're team creamy, I don't hate you. I don't understand you, but I don't get you. What I cannot tolerate is team no peanut butter. So as long as you're on team peanut butter, we're cool. Hard gainers, what advice do I have? Guys, you gotta eat food. You gotta eat food. And I'm not talking be consistent 5 days a week, 7 days a week. I recommend frequent feedings every 2 to 3 hours just to be able to break up your calories and get more food in easily. Final set. Here we go. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, So our final exercise is we're gonna go with a fly next, and we're gonna do 3 sets of 15. So because we're going 15 reps, we're gonna lower our sets down to 3, really focusing on isolating that inner chest here. Big stretch, big contraction every single rep. What do I eat for breakfast? Usually, I do a 93.7 grass-fed ground beef, 6 ounces of that with, you know, I'll saute up like spinach, bell peppers, onions, mushrooms, mix it all together and do that for breakfast. If I'm on a higher carb day, I'll do like cream of rice, and then I'll do the same scramble but with chicken. All right, guys, 3 sets of 15. All about getting that solid contraction in here. So we're really gonna try to focus, getting out here, big stretch. Fly's a great one to throw in at the end of chest day to really polish things off.
Like, I see a lot of people putting too much weight on the cable line.
So you see a lot of people putting way too much weight on the cable fly, you and me both. Okay, way too many people doing more weight than they should. There's some exercises that are about pushing a lot of weight. Cable fly should not be one of those. So this is an exercise, do at the end of your workout, guys, and really focus on your form, not so much on weight here. Okay, set 2, 15 reps. We're lightening it up just a little bit. This is a big mind-muscle connection exercise for me. I have to use a light enough weight where I can make a strong mind-muscle connection to get the most out of it.
How often do you have cheat meals, and do you already have your next one planned?
Haha. How often do I have cheat meals? I try to once a week, okay, every Saturday. If I'm trying to cut, I can't do that. But if I'm like maintaining lean bulking, I can definitely get away with it. Yes, this Saturday, always doing my French toast in the morning. Guys, follow along on my Instagram at TrainerMike1 if you want to check out my cheat meals. I always put them on there. So we've got French toast in the morning. I'm actually gonna switch up the burger for pizza this time. I'm craving like a flatbread, good like fire oven, brick oven type pizza. So we're gonna go with that this Saturday. Okay, here we go, 3rd set. Three, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. So it is, 3rd set's done, only 3 sets there because we're going 15 reps. We're gonna finish it off with straight arm pull downs for back. So more of our isolation movements coming at the end of the workout, really focusing on that mind muscle connection for both of these exercises. Definitely not about the weight here.
How long should I be, or how often should I be changing my routine?
How often should you be changing your routine? Every 4 to 6 weeks. The body really starts to adapt to the same stimulus every 4 to 6 weeks, so I would recommend changing it some point during that period of time. Do I partake in intermittent fasting? No, I do not. I like food way too much, and I would never purposefully fast from it. Although I do think there are a lot of benefits from it, guys. A lot of people have a lot of success with it, and I think that's great. Just me personally, I'm an old school bodybuilder, eat every 2 to 3 hours. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel right for me. So kudos to those of you that can. It's just not my thing. All right, 15 reps. Here we go. And on that topic of intermittent fasting, I consider myself a hard gainer, more of an ectomorph type body type. I don't think it's the best routine for somebody like that if you're looking to build muscle. I think it's going to make it very, very hard to do.
Did you finish the burger from Big Judd, and did you get it for free?
Did I finish the burger from Big Judd's? Guys, why'd you have to bring that up? Yes, I did finish the burger from Big Judd's. The challenge was you had to finish the pound of fries as well, and I only got about halfway through those. So did the 32-ounce drink, did the 2-pound burger, only halfway through the fries.
Is it true the louder you grunt, the heavier you can lift?
The louder you grunt, the heavier you can lift. Yes, that's fact. Bro science at its finest. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, Woo! I'm gonna lighten up for our last set. Really want to feel this in the lats. If I start feeling it too much in my triceps, I know it's time to lighten the weight a little bit. How long did it take me to build my current physique? I mean, I've been training guys for 12 years consistently now. And when I say consistently, I haven't missed more than a handful of training days in there. And I've only spent, maybe a total over 12 years of 4 weeks off my diet, off of pretty strict controlled eating. Not where I want to be, but that's how long it took me. All right, guys, last set. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, Woo! There you have it, guys. That's chest and back workout done for today. Go give that one a try if you're looking for a great way efficiently hit up both your chest and your back. We're going Flex Friday on a Tuesday, guys. Check me out, Instagram at TrainerMike1, Body Space Mr. Symmetry, Facebook page at Trainer Mike Physique. Tuning out for today. Hope you guys enjoyed chest and back. Boom!